Hi, how's everybody doing? So this is Crazy Monkey Life, and I'm going to talk about how you can ski in Switzerland for like less than $2,500 from the United States. I'm gonna explain how you do this. All right, so basically, first thing you're going to need to do is you're going to need to get a plane ticket to get to Europe. I'm here in Utah, so it's going to be more expensive for me because I got to get a plane ticket to, like, say, New York City first, because New York City has the cheapest flights to get into Europe, all right? Cheapest flights to get into Europe are usually out in New York City. So you're going to need to get a plane ticket to New York City round trip. Here from Utah, that's about $250. I'm looking at the prices right now. I can get a round trip for $250, bought months in advance. Right now they have a special from New York City to Paris for $280 round trip. So, you're going to have to play with the numbers and you're going to have to do the research, but you can go on to different internet sites, travel sites, and you can get to Europe for about $500, $600 from the United States. That's very easy to do. If you're in New York City or if you're in Boston on the East Coast, you could do it even cheaper, maybe $300. All right, so that's your cost to get to Europe. Once you get to Europe, they have cheap planes that will take you to different European cities for like 50 euro. All right, so then you get to Geneva, and then you go to the ski resort. Now there's different ski resorts you can go to. One's called Chamonix, and that's on the border of France and Switzerland. It's actually mostly in France, right on the border of France and Switzerland. And you can get there on a bus ticket for, I think it's like 50 Swiss franc or 50 euro, something like that. And that ski resort is totally awesome. It's called Chamonix. It's massive, it's huge. I mean, you got like one section, it's like 6,000 vertical. There's this other section where they got 2 trams. And you can ski like 9,000 vertical. It's called off-pace skiing. So it's basically, it would be the equivalent of like heli skiing. It's on a glacier. I skied it once and it's totally awesome. I mean, it is totally awesome. So that's one ski resort you could go to. There's tons of them. Another ski resort, I like it quite a bit. It's called Zermatt. It's located in Switzerland, in the town of Zermatt. It's right next to the Matterhorn. So if you know the iconic Matterhorn, that's Zermatt, Switzerland. That's a ski resort, and it's just totally awesome. That's the ski resort I want to go to this year. That's the ski resort I'm planning on going to this year. And you get a train ticket from Geneva, Switzerland to Zermatt. It takes about 3.5 hours on the train to get there. The train ticket's like 200 Swiss franc round trip. It's about $200 US. Once you get to Zermatt, you can get a cheap hotel. It'll be like one room. You get your own room, so you get keys, so the door is locked, so your stuff is safe. It's your room. It's your private room with a lock on the door, so all your stuff is safe. And it'll be a small room, and then the kitchen and like the bathroom, that's shared. You have to share that with other people, but you do get your own private room with keys to lock the door, so your stuff is safe when you're skiing. Those rooms are like $100 a night. All right, the ski ticket, I think it's like, I just checked it, it's like 240 Swiss franc, $240. I think that's 3 days. If you get the 4-day ski ticket, that costs you, I think it's 300 Swiss franc. The 5-day ticket, I believe that's like, I can't remember, like 380 Swiss franc. It's basically like 80 Swiss franc per day. That's basically what it costs. The more days you ski, the cheaper it gets, obviously. I think it's like 90 Swiss franc the first day, and then each day you ski, it gets progressively cheaper. So your ideal thing to do is to ski for 5 days straight. That's what I do when I go there. That's usually what I do. I ski 5 days straight. Ski on Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, because those days it's not that busy. Don't ski on the weekend because there'll be more people. So you want to ski Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday. And when you add it all up, your plane tickets to get there are going to set you back $600, plus the European flight might be $50. So that's $650. All your hotels, you can do that for under $1,000. All the hotels. You could stay in Paris for like 3 or 4 nights. Stay in a different European city for a few nights as well. You're looking at $1,000 for the hotels. And then the skiing itself, like I said, it's like 300-400 Swiss franc, $300 to $400 US for the skiing. You have to get ski rental equipment. That might be another $100 for the 4 or 5 day skiing. You're looking at the entire trip for one person at about $2,500. You can easily do it for $2,500. It'll be like a 10-day, 12-day trip, about a week and a half, just under 2 weeks. And it can easily be done for under $2,500. I mean, $2,500, that'll be plenty. You can easily do it. So, I just want to talk about that because a lot of people, they think they can't have a good life. And that's just BS. You can have a real good life making less than 50 grand a year. You can have a real good life making less than 50 grand a year if you just know what you're doing. You just got to know what you're doing. You got to buy a house like I did for a cheap price. So your mortgage payment's like $850 a month. That's what our mortgage payment is. The only reason it's $850 is because they just jacked up our property tax. So they just raised our mortgage payment $50 because they raised our property tax like $500. That's the reason why the mortgage payment went up so much. It went up $50 a month because they just jacked up our property tax by $500. It's really sick. I think it's really disgusting, but that's what they do. This place is getting more and more liberal and leftist. More and more liberal and leftist. As the property taxes go up, it keeps getting more and more liberal. The same leftist, socialist types in San Francisco that wrecked that city, now they're moving here. That same people in Seattle that wrecked that city, now they're moving here, causing the house prices to go way up, causing the property taxes to skyrocket. And that's really sick. That really disgusts me. But like I was saying, the mortgage payment's still fairly affordable at $850. So you get an affordable mortgage payment, and then you'll have some disposable income, and you just do, you plan your vacations affordable, like I just explained. $2,500 to ski in Switzerland for one person. Let's say you're a couple. Let's say you and your girlfriend or you and your wife want to ski in Switzerland. That will only cost you an additional $1,000 because you got to get the plane ticket. That's going to cost extra. The skiing will cost extra. But the hotel, that's already paid for, you know what I'm saying? The hotel's already bought and paid for. So you're only going to pay like an extra $1,000 to have two people, do a two-person ski trip in Switzerland. That's going to set you back about $3,500, maybe $3,700. So as you can see, you can have really nice vacations for not too much money. And that's what the Crazy Monkey blog is going to be all about, just explaining to people how they can have great vacations for an affordable price. And another thing too is I'm going to talk about how you can go to Asia for $1,000 for one person. I'm going to do that blog in part 2. Y'all watch that blog too. $1,000 to go to Asia from America and have a great vacation and see like places like Angkor Wat and see beautiful islands and temples and stuff. I'm going to talk about that in the next blog. $1,000. That's everything. That's hotel. That's airplane. Everything from the United States. Next blog, part 2, y'all.